All right, here with the Whaka 100 winner, back-to-back wins. How was it out there today, Craig? Must have been a pretty good battle with your brother by the looks of it.
Yeah, it was unreal actually. Sometimes the Rotorua trails can be a bit tame, but the rain definitely spiced it up, and I think that sort of suited me and my brother's sort of bike handling skills. We were pushing pretty hard on the downhills in some places, but Matt was hanging on really well actually. He seemed to know every corner like the back of his hand this year.
It's I mean, we had quite a bit of rain yesterday and overnight, but ultimately kind of the first half of the course was actually pretty mint. It was probably better than it would have been in the dry, but definitely some spicier bits out the back though, which probably again suited you because you're a bloody good descender.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, sort of like the first half is most of the tracks are actually a little bit more sandy and stuff, so they're hooking up pretty mean. I even changed. I had a super slick tyre on in practice, and that thing was unbelievably fast, the Maxxis Aspen ST. And yesterday, though, I got a little bit scared and put the Aspen on, but it wasn't. I don't even think it would have been so much the downhill traction today. It was like climbing up frontal, which was real slippery, which I attacked into the bottom of to try and pull a little bit of a gap. And yeah, if I didn't have the Aspen on the back, then I would have been buggered, I think.
Did you make it up the entire frontal?
Nah. I have to be honest. I had to get off twice and run. Ben only have to get off once and run, he reckons, so he bet me there.
It was actually pretty brutal up there. There was some real boggy sections, so well played, only even getting off a couple of times.
Yeah, I think maybe would have made it up if no one else had been up before, but people had been running up it and it's really V'd out, so like it was just super deep foot marks really. Like a few cows had been up there before me.
It was probably the e-bikes yesterday. You and your brother come off, you both had a pretty good season of racing overseas, and I don't know, do you reckon you've come in even better prepared? Because you two put 5 minutes into third place, so solid day out.
Yeah, I know 100% I'm fitter and stronger than I was last year, and I knew that if I had any chance to beat Ben, I would have to be. I mean, not saying I wasn't strong last year, but yeah, I really went all in, and it does actually take like a shitload of sacrifices to sort of get to this level of racing. So when it pays off, it's even sweeter because, yeah, there's a lot of things that you put on the back burner to sort of try and get in this kind of shape. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of dedication to it when you're going to go out and hammer it for 5 hours. Unfortunately, you guys did like 5 hours and 2 seconds, I think it was. So, man, just nearly broke that 5 hour mark, but still incredibly friggin' fast.
Yeah. No, I didn't actually see what the end time was there, but no, that is a little bit slower than last year, maybe the conditions. But then again, you know, the tracks always vary, so it's just, yeah, whatever you can do on the day.
Yeah, a few course changes. So that's is that 2 wins for each of you here now?
I think it is, eh? Maybe we're drawn up, but yeah, I'm not actually going to talk about next year yet. My back won't recover before then, probably.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the, if it is 2 each, I'm looking forward to seeing the battle for the third anyway. I said it a few weeks ago on, I think, one of your Instagram posts. I can't wait for the Oliver versus Oliver battle, and it played out very well once again. So nice work, and yeah, you can hold that one over for another year.
Yeah, I don't think we could have given anyone more of an exciting race. I'm sure Mum and Dad, looking at the live timing, will be sweating a bit there, but no, it was mint, and yeah, I don't even know if the Whaka 100 Elite Men's has ever had as a close finish.
Yeah, it was super tight. It was pretty impressive to see you two come through the finish. Plus, you had to navigate your way around someone finishing the 25k race as you came around the outside of them, so it was a great way to end it.
Yeah, could have gone either way there if Ben had managed to sneak up the inside, but I didn't actually know, but when he jumped across that creek, he's real strong in a sprint. Like, we have different strengths, so I kind of knew if it come down to a sprint, like probably cards are going his way a little bit, and the only chance I had was to try and jump that creek first and just absolutely hammer it to the line. And it's not actually that far to the finish line from the creek there, but he's unclipped and still sort of came back at me, so I'm pretty bloody glad the finish line wasn't another 200 metres longer away.
Could have been an exciting finish, more exciting than it was already. Well, nice work, mate. Looking forward to seeing you guys battle it out again next time.
Yeah, thanks. We're going to go do Cape Epic, so we'll be on the same team before then anyway.
Oh, shit, yeah, that's good. Looking forward to seeing how you guys go there. All right, we're here with Ben Oliver, second place. Absolutely hectic battle between you and your brother Craig, right to the finish line. How are you feeling out there today?
felt pretty good, but so was a lot of the other boys because, we're certainly moving from the start all the way to the finish and kind of stuck together more than it had in a few other years. And I was just happy to see Craig at the top of the last big hill, and we duelled it out to the finish line. And he was first into the finish chute and beat me across the line, so not much else I could have done.
No, it must be, I could imagine it's a bit of maybe a bittersweet feeling. You're happy for your brother, but you're also like, F you, because you've just beat me to the line. But you guys were right on each other's wheel at the end. Were you sort of stuck together pretty close towards the end of the race?
Yeah, we did. I was hoping he wasn't feeling good. He did mention, should we just ride across the line together? So it's my own fault getting second, I think. But no, kind of the main goal is for one of us to win, because big plan is to go to Cape Epic next year. So it'd be nice for one of us to have the marathon jersey, and he gets to put it on his shoulders and, get to line up with him there. So I think we're a pretty good match, as it kind of showed today. There wasn't much separating us.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you two work together at Cape Epic. That'll be cool to see you guys there, and all the best for that.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Another good day out in Rotorua.
All right, here with Matt Wilson, third place in the Whaka 100, mate. Is this right around where you were hoping for?
Yeah, pretty much. My plan basically was to stay at the front of the race for as long as possible and hope I detonate close enough to the finish that I can hang on to that position.
That's a good plan. I like how you're just hoping to detonate towards the finish. Great debut on the Santa Cruz for you. Stoked we've got you on the bikes. How was it out there?
Oh, it was awesome. I was especially glad to be on it once I did detonate. Body's actually probably feeling the best it's ever have after Whaka. Particularly coming back down the likes of split ends. The legs are pretty dead, but at least the bike kind of took care of me and nursed me home.
Nice. Hey, so looks like there was the Oliver brothers were punching out the front. You had about a 5-minute gap back to them. Were you around people? Were you kind of on your own a lot today, or how did it play out?
It's pretty much with the two of them, all the way to the bottom of Pondy. I just made sure to follow Craig's wheel for as much of the race as possible. Figured it's, best wheel out there to follow, really. I did have a bit of a crash earlier on in the day, and so got tangled up at the back of the traffic. I think I probably panicked and rode a bit too hard getting back to the front of the race, as we were going pretty quick at that point, burnt a few matches. So lessons learnt.
Can't imagine it was a slow pace trying to get up to the front either, so well done on getting through there. How did you said you detonated, how far did you get before that kind of came about for you?
Bottom of Pondy, so not a great place to go. I was kind of hoping I'd at least make it to the top of split ends. That would have been pretty ideal. So just kind of, stay with the body on the limiter, rode as hard as I could to the top. Got a second wind coming back down split ends, and then blew again a bit on Lion's Tail, but just managed to nurse the body home and made sure to hang on to third.
Nice work. Well, a podium's bloody awesome. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Professional cable. All right, we're here with Sammie Maxwell. You've just won the women's race in the Whaka 100. How was your day out there?
It was actually probably the best Whaka I've ever had. I normally don't do a very good job of pacing myself and then get to the mossy loop and just hate my life. But this year was real good. I was just riding with Gwen and we were chatting away and I was loving life. So yeah, super stoked.
Nice. Sounds like it was just a nice casual day out for you. And also the mossy loop sucks, so I'm not surprised you hate life around there. But you put in a pretty decent margin in the end, so you must have obviously peeled off at some point and left her behind.
Yeah, I felt pretty good, and then we got to the no-brains climb, and that's normally the death of me. And then I kind of just rode, and I felt real good, and I looked back, and there was a bit of a gap, and I just kind of pushed from there and just told myself, one more climb, so why not? Yeah.
Nice. Well, that played out pretty well for you. I did hear that you hadn't actually been intending on racing this. Was that true?
Yeah, honestly, I had to ring up my coach last Thursday and was like, please, can I enter? And so then that weekend I did a 4.5-hour ride, and then just this Tuesday I did a 5-hour ride, and that was my training.
Sounds like a pretty solid, not like you don't have a base already, but yeah, good training build up then.
The last four weeks on Training Peaks have been TSS of 400, and then before that was 0 for a month, so I've just tapered, mate.
Yeah. Nice, just coming in fresh.
Exactly.
That's awesome. What was the best part of the day out there for you?
When I got to the bottom of split ends and no longer needed to pee.
That's a bonus then.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to disturb you before, but you were reading a Harry Potter book. How's the book going?
It's good, mate. I love it. I'm up to the 4th book. I just walk into the library, just straight to the kids section, get a book. They didn't have the second one like in the normal book, so I had to get the massive animated form, which was all right. But I love the books. Great plot twists. I rate them. I've never seen the movies either. So, yeah, if anyone wants to watch the movies with me once I've finished, hit me up.
All right, that sounds great. Nice little side twist from the Whaka 100. What's on for you from here? Just a bit of chilling for a bit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mate. Just a bit of chill and then build probably in a few months' time, start building for the domestic season. But, yeah, I'm just here because I love the mountain bike community and there's no need to be training for me at the moment. So I'm just enjoying it and living life, yeah.
Nice. Well, congratulations on coming in off your taper and 2 training ride and taking a pretty commanding win. That's awesome.
Thanks, boss. Thanks, mate.
Right, Jesse, I'm coming to put the microphone right in your face right as you've crossed the finish line. How was it out there today, mate?
It was brutal, but real good conditions. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the tracks, and I think, it was a great day. Great weather. It was all time.
It actually ended up being pretty damn good conditions considering the amount of rain we had last night. I think that's a bit of a testament to coming to some of the sandier sections out there. But how are we feeling? How are the legs?
Legs were actually all right. It was my back sort of blew out a bit, but legs were fine right till the end, and yeah, enjoyed it.
Bit better than riding a trail bike like you did last year?
Yeah, quite a lot better. I won't do that again.
Yeah, that looked like a tough time. How was the kind of day out there? Were you with people on your own?
A bunch of people I was with, and then sort of mixed out on my own and with people, and trying to use people as much as I could, and yeah, it's good.
Did you feel better coming in this year? I mean, I know last year you were kind of maybe not too serious about it, but it feels like this year, you're in Leica, you're on an XC bike. Were you coming in reasonably well prepared?
Yeah, I got back from Canada 4 weeks ago, so I gave myself 4 weeks of training, like to the day, and that's my prep. That's it.
I'm not sure exactly what time you did, but I'm guessing it's it's under 6 hours, so it's a pretty decent head out there. And what was the best part out there?
Probably cleaning frontal lobotomy.
That's impressive that you made it up there because that was well and truly chewed up.
Yeah, that's the highlight of the day, I think.
Nice work. Back next year, you reckon?
Yep, 100%.
Awesome, good stuff. Right, here with Jon Odams, winner of the miler. What the hell goes through your head to want to do a miler?
Mostly regret after you sign up, I think. Last year I really wanted to do it. I thought it was a great idea to do all the trails in Rotorua. I love it here. This year with the sort of double Senna 70k lap, didn't love it as much, but it was certainly a challenge. Last year, in my mind, I came across the finish line and famously said it was pretty easy. And this time was absolutely the opposite to that. It was so hard.
I can't remember, and my apologies, did you win last year as well?
Yeah.
So back-to-back wins. That's got to feel pretty good, but it obviously has been a pretty tough day out there.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do this one. I reckon that'll be it for it. And then the guys from Giant are like, I think we'll sponsor it next year. Oh.
So you're back. You're going to be back for another one if they go pull that on you.
Never say never. Never say never.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, I believe you've actually got a downhill background to you.
Yeah, I certainly do. I've come over and done some 2W Enduros here. I got second at, must have been one of the very early ones. I actually was saying to the boys that I wouldn't mind coming over and doing one again.
Yeah, nice. Get back to the roots of it.
Yeah. I think that particularly early this morning when it was real wet, the old downhill skills definitely come out. You just picture it like it's dry and send.
So how was it? I was still asleep at 4:30 when you started this morning, but was it still raining at that point or did it clear up?
No, everything was obviously wet, but it wasn't raining. There was a little sprinkle, but like when you're under the canopy, there wasn't. Yeah, you couldn't feel anything. It was so slippery for the first bit. That box of bird trail, I hit the deck down there. Not hard, but just unpredictable, slick sections. So, and in the day you can sort of see them, but at darkness you cannot see anything.
Yeah, that's got to be tough. What's prep like for you for a miler? Like, is there anything? Obviously you're doing some big Ks, but is there anything sort of specific you're trying to do leading up to it?
Not really. Probably just put in a couple of long rides, obviously with lots of hills in them. Where I live in Sydney, we don't really have any super long hills. About 5 to 8 minutes is about as long as it gets. So, yeah, just just try to do some efforts and stuff like that, and make sure you're pretty resilient. It's a test of resilience, that race, so of the mind and the body, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what's the start like? Because I mean, the start in the 100 is, I mean, even like I was racing in the age group race, and it is hectic. There's a lot of passing that, but I imagine maybe the mile is a little bit more cruisy.
It's not like that. I think most people are still asleep. I was actually thinking out there, I was pretty asleep until probably I slid out on Boxer Birds. And I was like, oh, okay. And then sort of started paying a little bit more attention. But the way that I sort of plan it is just to really just sit behind someone until it does come daylight, and then you can rally a little bit harder. So
Nice. Well, congratulations on the back-to-back wins, and I guess we may or may not see you back for it next year.
Thank you. Thanks. Maybe.
All right, here with Katy Winton. I didn't actually see where you ended up, but how did the day go for you?
Really well. My goal was to do sub 7, and obviously we had all that rain overnight, so I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be realistic, but I came in 6:35, and I was 5th.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm absolutely delighted, but mostly just delighted to execute the plan and do a good job for the first attempt. I'm really stoked with that. No major moments, just kept trucking.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, when I saw you early on, you kind of, it seemed like a joke at the time, but I think you might have actually been legit. You were like, I'm not going to start racing till 50Ks, and that seemed to be where you really took off.
Yeah, I really held back, forced myself to stop pushing too hard. I went off at the start. I got ahead of all the girls at the start because it was flat, loose corners, and I knew that I would burn a lot of candles if I was in the group and they were slowing down and speeding up and stuff. I was like, I just need to be out front here and just hold my pace. And then they all came past me, and that was absolutely fine. I was just like, just settle, and just stuck to the plan. And then once I got towards that 50Ks, I was reading the girls around me and just made some moves, and then just held on to the end. And I was really keen to nail that final climb, just have enough left for that. And I mean, there wasn't a lot there, but I'm happy with what I did, and then got all the way home. So yeah.
5th place, that's awesome for a first attempt for a non-XC racer, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Short, intense intervals is all I've been doing for the past 10 years, so I'm really, really happy with that. And just, oh man, what a day out there. The camaraderie between the riders is so sick. I didn't expect that. I didn't know what to expect from the people, but the trails I knew would be sick, but the people just made it. It was such a fun day. I was big grins a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely an awesome event for that. I think everyone's looking out for each other, and everyone's just kind of pretty stoked to be out there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's so rad, so good. Just great vibes and just encouragement, and people let you pass, and then they go past you, and yeah, it's sick.
Nice. So be back again?
It's too soon, okay? It's too soon.
You'll get the itch that we did last year, and you'll be like, how could I go just a bit faster?
Well, I tell you, if I do more than 8 weeks training, probably.
Yeah, it might be helpful not moving back from Canada into a very wintry, out of season Queenstown, I guess.
Yeah, but because I was used to pushing slow rolling stuff, it kind of came in handy today when it was just a bit slow under the tyres. So, yeah. All good. I'm Scottish, nothing I'm not used to, eh?
No, I mean, when it was pouring with rain, you're probably like, this is fine.
Yeah, I was, but then I was also my back tyre is not going to go round. So I was a bit okay, we'll see how it goes. But it dries so quickly here, so yeah, it was an awesome day out.
Nice. Well, congratulations on executing the plan and getting a great result too.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Right, Gav, MyRide Welly, how was your day out there today, mate?
Really enjoyable, yeah. I'm stoked. I'm honestly really happy, eh? Yeah.
You seemed so full of energy. You were behind me, chattering away, and I was just dying. And I was like, shut up, Gav. I'm my heart rate's through the roof. But it sounds like you had plenty of energy, which is great.
Yeah, I love to talk shit, eh? Just keep everyone motivated, keep everyone pushing. Hopefully they'll just push and then blow.
Pretty much. So good day out. What time did you come through in?
About 6 hours 10, I think, according to my Garmin. Yeah. I'm stoked. I didn't cramp this year, really. That's
a really good start. That was why I didn't finish, but we're not going to get into that right now. But nice work. So what was favourite part of the course out there today for you?
Probably split ends. It's pretty fast and just letting it rip with Kento on the wheel, just yelling and screaming at each other and catching a few people. That's pretty cool.
Nice. And how many of the Whaka 100s have you done now?
I've raced everything. So maybe 10, I don't know. I had memories from 13 years ago put up on my Facebook memories.
That's a very solid effort. So I guess it's a no-brainer that we'll see you back here next year.
For sure, yeah. I have actually missed 1 year, but I've done the time trial. So in theory, I've actually raced every year, but just missed one XCM, yeah.
Nice. Well, that's a great effort. Thanks for joining us. All right. Lester Perry, first of the OTB hosts to make it through. Big day out there today, buddy.
Yeah, mate. She was a solid day out, eh? That was brutal, to be honest.
The pace was really fucking high at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but it didn't feel like, I don't know, I guess maybe it's like every race. You don't feel like you're pushing that hard, but every match you burn early is one you can't burn later on, and I guess that caught me out. So,
yeah, few matches disappearing early on for sure. Consistent day. You said you had a bit of cramp, or?
Yeah, a little bit of cramp around 50, or probably pre-50k, maybe 40k. Some, yeah, up direct, a little bit of niggle there. Got up direct, not too bad. And then by 80, I had proper cramp. Fortunately, I had some cramp spray. Shout out to Kai Crow for hooking up that.
Marginal if that works or not, because I don't know. It didn't work for me at that point, but hey, we'll carry on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that stuff's all in your head anyway. But whatever, it was good. It was a solid ride, but flipping heck, mate. It doesn't matter what you do to prepare. It doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, I don't know what those Oliver boys are doing, but holy shit, they were on another level today. But, I mean, we're pretty old, right? So just getting through the day is a good start.
Exactly. Finishing is a win to me now.
And that was not a win for me today, but that's a story we'll save for the podcast.